Welcome back. So in this video we are going to learn about environment, retesting, regression testing, sanity or smoke testing. Okay. So in of these four you already know what is retesting, regression testing, sanity or smoke testing. Okay. But we'll go through once again. Okay. But before that, what is the environment? What is an environment? Any cases from you guys? So environment is a area or a bed where the development and testing is performed. Okay. So environment is a bed or the area where development and testing is performed. In if the environment is for testing, then it is called test environment or test bed. If it is for development, then it is called dev environment or dev bed. Okay. So, in the environments, we have different kinds of environments that we are going to see now. First is the local environment. In the local environment, all the development activities goes on. Okay. All the development activities goes on. So, the local environment is a kind of if you want to compare the day-to-day life, local environment is a kind of rough area where different kinds of experiments are done with the coding part. Okay, until unless a particular result is acquired, that is also based on the requirements. Okay. So in that way, local environment is used by development team to develop the application. Now, second one is dev environment. What is this dev environment? Dev environment is a area where the build is deployed after it is developed in the local environment. So once the development is completed in local environment, what dev team would do is they would deploy the code in dev environment. From dev environment, the code is distributed into demo environment or QA environment or pre-live or UAT environment in that way. Okay. So from dev environment, the build is deployed to QA environment. In dev environment itself, or local environment itself, debugging will happen once the build is deployed. Okay, and developers will perform the unit testing to see if the functionality is working or not. Okay. Next one is the QA environment. In the QA environment, the build is deployed to QA environment and QA team or the testing team will test the application. Okay, and see if there are any defects that are identified or not. Okay, and while testing the software application in QA environment, we'll also see if the application is developed as per the requirements or not. Okay, after the QA environment, once everything is working fine in QA environment, then the build is deployed to pre-live or UAT environment. Pre-live or UAT environment. In pre-live or UAT environment, the PMs and the implementation teams, everyone other than QA team will test the application in UAT environment. Okay. Now, I have a question here. So we have discussed earlier, right? let's say there is an issue in dev environment. Okay. Let's say the build is deployed to QA environment and it is working fine in QA environment. Is there a chance that after the build is deployed, the code in dev environment is disturbed such that there are issues in dev environment? Will this be possible? So build is deployed to QA environment. In QA environment, it is working fine. But all of a sudden, is there a chance that the build in dev environment gets disturbed? Similarly, from QA environment to pre-live environment, there is a deployment, and in pre-live environment, in QA environment, it is working fine, but in pre-live environment, it might not work fine. Is there any chance? If there is a chance, what percentage it is? So, yes, there is a chance that if the application build is working fine in one environment, there is a high percentage of chance that it might not work in the previous environment or the next environment. So, I wouldn't say that it will be as is, but there is a chance that it might not work. Okay. Next comes is the final environment is the production environment or client's environment, where the build is deployed into client's environment from pre-live or UAT. And I forgot to mention one more point is, in pre-live or UAT environment, the test data will be almost equal to the production environment. That is the live environment. Okay. Now, once the build is deployed to client's environment, now what client would do? Client would test the application. Okay. Now, when I say client would test the application, there are two ways. One is alpha testing, one is beta testing. What is this alpha testing and what is this beta testing? Alpha testing is where client would come to organization and in presence of client with a team of developers and testers, we will test the application in presence of client to make sure everything is working fine. Okay. Then beta testing. What is beta testing? Beta testing is where the QA and development team from the organization go to the client's place and test the application in client's environment in presence of client. That is, in alpha testing, client would come to us and we will show the application. But in beta testing, we will go to client's place. There we will there we will demo the application in client's environment. That is beta test. Okay. So this is all about environments. Okay. Next comes is the retesting. So as you all know, we have discussed. Okay, what is retesting? When do we call it as a retesting? Retesting is performed when there is a bug fix. Okay, whenever we log a bug and if it is fixed and deployed to QA, then we perform the retesting activity. Okay, what is regression testing then? Regression testing is performed when when regression testing is performed? Whenever there is a new release. Yes, whenever there is a new release, we'll be performing the regression testing on existing functionality. And why do we do so? It's because to see if the existing functionalities are broken or they are working fine with the new release. Okay, what is system testing then? System testing is to test the particular functionality in this current sprint. System testing is to test the end-to-end functionality of a particular screen that was deployed in this sprint. It's called system testing. Now, next comes is the another question. Can we perform the regression testing in regression testing after bugs are fixed? Is it yes or no? Yes, you're right. It is yes. We have to perform regression testing once there are bug fixes deployed to QA. Okay. Next comes is the sanity or smoke testing. What is the sanity or smoke testing? When do we perform it? Sanity or smoke testing is to test the high priority test cases of the application. High priority test case of the application. And when do we do this kind of testing? It is done when we have a release. Yes, when we have a release to a production environment. Then we perform this sanity or smoke testing on high priority test cases. Okay guys, I hope you understood this all these concepts very well with this section. So next comes is the from the next video we'll be going through the practice websites. So I have a list of practice websites where we can test them, design the test cases, if required log a bug, and we'll see the Jira and Bugzilla as well. Okay, in the next videos. Okay guys, thank you. See you on practice session on the next videos guys. Bye bye.